Guys, let me know if you can hear me. Let me know how the stream is, guys. First off and foremost, want to apologize for all the issues we're having. Had to start a new stream. I'm going to kind of make sure and look at it on mine. But let me know if you can hear me. It seems like it's all good. Trying to really work through some things and trying to make sure. Yeah, I'm bummed out that, we lost connection there for a while on this game. But I'm trying to think bigger picture. We got a bigger game, I think, tomorrow that I'm trying to make sure that we can live stream the national championship. So as of right now, it looks okay. So let's hope. Let's hope that we'll be good for tomorrow. But yeah, like I say, sorry for having those issues, but kind of getting and kind of stay fluent with me here, guys. Let me know if it seems to be dipping again, if it seems to be struggling. But yeah, this game, as far as this game's concerned, I do think we got a little bit of a lag. 41-24, the Chiefs have came back and taken this game. It's just a horrible choke job that has been performed here by the Houston Texans, or by the Houston Texans. And I think we're dropping frames again, guys. Appreciate you, Victor. Appreciate you, Heath. Appreciate you, Jaden. Yep, welcome back, the Carver family. I'm trying, man. I'm working hard over here, fooling around with a lot of settings that I don't even know, man. I'm definitely not a nerd as far as bit rates and things like that, but we're trying. But even on my end, it kind of looks a little bit laggy on my end, but when I look at the stream, it's looking pretty good. So 41-24 is the score right now for the Kansas City and Houston Texans. This is a game that the Houston Texans went up 24-0. And then after that, just mistakes after mistakes after mistakes. And you do got to give some of it to the Kansas City Chiefs for finding a way to get back into this one and really take this one over. But, I mean, Bill O'Brien, this Houston Texans, I mean, this game's not over, but this will be a horrible loss for the Houston Texans. Trips bunch to the right. Deshaun Watson, 5-step drop back, looking, will fire down the middle of the field. He's got a man, Hopkins, wide open, down to the 45, as he will get down on the ground and just be okay with that right there. I know the video's a little laggy, guys. Sorry, we're going to try to grind through this one, and then I will try to continue to work on this stream and make sure we can bring you a good one for tomorrow night's national championship. Play action pass, Watson not there. We'll now have to just check it to the running back, and that one's incomplete as he sailed it over his head. We had it, I believe we had the last stream up to like 40-something likes. It was going well. We're now up to 7 likes here, 7 viewers. Appreciate each and every single one of you for being patient with that. Victor says Mahomes is going to sign a fat contract at the end of this year, especially if he wins the Super Bowl. Could definitely be coming his way, that's for sure. Trips left, twins to the right, empty formation for Deshaun Watson. Looks a little quick, little drag route there to Kenny Stills, I believe, and that's good for a first down as he made a man miss and got forward. Texans in desperate need to score a touchdown here. Desperate need. So got trips bunch to the left. Back is offset away from the trips bunch. Single receiver to the right. That's DeAndre Hopkins. Handoff, Hyde up the middle, has to break a tackle, breaks another tackle, and he'll get off to a gain of about 5. That fake punt by the Texans looks horrible right now. That fake punt might have been the worst call in the whole year of the NFL right now. Jaden says, who did you want the Titans to play? I ultimately wanted the Texans. I felt for a lot of reasons that the Texans were a much more beatable team, and I think it's showing right now with just the way they've played after going up 24-0. Play action pass here. Deshaun Watson will now step up in the pocket, will now look, trying to push some people to go different directions, and he'll just sell this one out of bounds. I just felt like ultimately the Texans has a very mediocre to bad defense, and that they make a lot of mistakes, and it is shown in this game. The other Coach K said shifted the entire momentum of the game. That call to go to fake the punt, whether it was on the player or the coach, it still starts with the coaches. It wasn't needed. You're up 24-7, and then you fake that punt. That one's going to be a bad one, and it's not out of the realm that it could actually cost Bill O'Brien his job. Split back formation, 5-step drop. Now steps up in the pocket, flushes out to the right. He's getting pressure. Will now find DeAndre Hopkins in a ball that was extremely high, and he stretches out over top to catch that one. That was incredible. $41 unanswered points for the Kansas City Chiefs. It's insane when you really start talking about it. James said, dude, I freaking called it. That was the turning point. And we got a reverse pass trying to be here for the Texans, and he will just have to throw it to the ground to Deshaun Watson. But are they going to rule him down? I think they're going to rule him down. So they're saying he did not get the pass off. It was a heck of a catch, Brayton. You ain't lying. Yep, he was down. So another big loss for the Texans right now. This one's actually, it's extremely tough to watch, guys. It's extremely tough to watch to see just how bad the Texans have been since they went up 24-0. Empty formation here for Deshaun Watson. Takes a snap, 5-step drop. Will now just throw one deep down the field. Got his man wide open, down to the 10, down to the 5. That is Fuller keeping a little bit of life up for this Houston Texans team. Corner just kind of stopped, almost like he was letting them go, like it was in a cover 2, but I did not see cover 2 there. Trips bunch to the left. Back is offset towards the trips bunch. Hopkins is a single receiver at the bottom of your screen. Going to run Q sweep to Watson, and he will find the end zone. Touchdown, Texans, and this will give the Texans a little bit of life back into this game, as they will, pending the extra point, will get this one within 10 points. He does lose the ball. He better hope. It looks like he got past. He's very lucky if this is a touchdown, because if he wasn't past the goal line as that ball came loose and it goes in and out of the end zone, that would have been counted as a touchback, and it would have been the Kansas City Chiefs ball. But he breaks the pylon. This is a touchdown for the Houston Texans. They will not overreturn this one. They will not overturn this one here. So extra point here from the right hash is good. Score update here in Kansas City. Kansas City Chiefs 41, Houston Texans 31. As 41 unanswered points finally stops for the Kansas City Chiefs, and the Houston Texans find a way to get back onto the board, but still find themselves down 10 and with no answer on how to stop the Kansas City Chiefs offense. Victor of the Servant God says, finally, Brayton says, I don't know, but they called it a touchdown, so it stands. Yeah, it was close, but I think he definitely broke the pylon before the ball came out, so it definitely didn't hurt that they called it a touchdown first. Guys, I just want to let you know I'm going to be trying to do everything I can to make sure that I've got the settings set up right, whether regardless on how the internet connection is on a certain day. I'm going to try to do everything I can to bring you a very smooth live stream of the national championship tomorrow. That is my goal. That is what I want. Fortnite God 237 is in the house. He's new to the stream. Appreciate you being here. He says, let's go Chiefs. He's pumped up. So appreciate you being here, Fortnite God. Victor says, even the referees are feeling sorry for the poor Texans. Token a touchdown. Yeah, I mean, this has been one game that has been extremely tough to watch. But just seeing the Texans just play terrible. And here's the thing. We was talking about it when they first took that lead, that it wasn't a whole lot of what the Chiefs were doing or what the Texans were doing. It's what the Chiefs were doing. The Chiefs was spotting them points left and right with blown coverage, with a punt block, with a muff punt return. Like, the Chiefs spotted them 24 points before you knew it. But then the Texans, it just shifted to the Texans having all the mistakes. And next thing you know, it could go down as one of the biggest choke jobs ever in NFL playoff history. 41-31 now is the score. Still a whole quarter left, but as of right now, I mean, the Texans haven't showed any signs of being able to stop this Chiefs offense. Connor Burke is in the house. Appreciate you being here, Connor. He says, beat the crap out of the Chiefs for me. Hey, the Tennessee Titans and their fan base, we're going to hope so, man. The Chiefs have a great team. A lot of high-power offense weapons for them. Their defense is still leaky, still makes mistakes, which is why they got 31 points right now. Tennessee Titans beat them earlier in the year, but it's harder to beat a team twice in a year. It's harder to beat a team on the road. So we'll see in the playoffs. We will see. This return is going to be all the way almost out to the 30. Elijah Belcher's in the house. He said, just like the Ravens. Yeah, no, absolutely, Elijah. I feel you on that one. Brain says a little lag, by the way. Once again, guys, I'm extremely sorry. Going to try to grind through this one today, and I'll just continue to work on it the best I can. I go back and forth and to multiple places, so we'll just continue to do what we can. Blue Blitz is in the house. He says, hey, Blue Blitz, appreciate you being here, big guys. Guys, as you're coming in here, hit that like button. It helps out the stream. You can share it out. That also helps. And if you haven't yet subscribed to the Coach Plays, consider doing so. We're having a fun time growing this thing. This pass is completed. Travis Kelce, 40-45, will finally be brought down to 50. Guys, Travis Kelce has been unguardable this game. Just Beasted TM is in the house. He says, I hope Chiefs win. Well, I think it's definitely on that trajectory right now. Fortnite God says, I thought the touchdown play from Houston was going to under review. Yeah, I think they did just kind of look at it real quick in the booth, and I think they ultimately said that it was a touchdown. So I think that's where that one is. Butcher Block says, we called it, Coach. No defense. It's absolutely no defense in this game. I think, yeah, me and Butcher on his stream talked about we expected a high-scoring game, and that's exactly what it is right now. The Carver family says setting up for a good finish. If the Texans could show that they can stop a few people, then maybe a good finish, but I don't know. Victor says it's all good, Coach. Appreciate you very much, Victor. Appreciate you, Brayton, always working hard in the chat for me. Thank you very much. Just Beast is in the house. The Carver family says hit that thumbs up, guys. Yep, I mean we had to restart. We kind of fell back, so we had 40-something likes. Now we're back to 10 since I had to restart the stream, but all is good. Butch Block says server overload, coach. This happens with OBS sometimes. It sucks, man. I don't get frustrated a lot and get really angry a lot. I'm normally cool, calm, and collective, and I'm normally the rational one. But when it comes to electronics and electronics not working and like internet connections, I'm telling you right now, I get mad, man. I get so pissed. So frustrating, but working through it. Victor says the Chiefs' offense are scary with Mahomes' music and the rest of the Gas House gang. Yep, I mean their offense is extremely scary, and they've got a lot of really good players. So I don't know what Rusty said, but Rusty, appreciate you being here. Let me see, maybe I can see it. He says, yep, the Texans, go Cowboys. Appreciate you, Rusty, for being in the house. The only reason why we can't show your chat is we're trying to keep it clean, so we can't have no F-bombs. But basically, guys, he said, screw the Texans and go Cowboys. So we got a Cowboys fans in the house who's excited to see the Texans fall like they are right now. Just Beasted said, Kelsey and Mahomes are like peanut butter and jelly. I agree. Don't say that too much, Just Beasted. That's going to make me hungry. A PB&J right now sounds really good. So, start of the fourth quarter, and you're looking at that second quarter where the Kansas City Chiefs won 28-3. And that ended up getting them up at half, 28-24 after being down 24-0. First and 10, little jet sweep here. And that's going to be good for about 13. Give it to Hardman, and that's another first down. Just not a whole lot of resistance going on from the Houston Texans defense. Victor, servant of the living God, just think of Mahomes when the Super Bowl, his contract might include a part of Arrowhead Stadium. It's going to be that fat. He will be, whenever that time comes, he's going to be the highest paid quarterback in the NFL. Now, someone will top that because it's always going up, but he'll definitely have that label, that's for sure. Trips to the right, single receiver to the left, back offset towards the trip side. They probably got the Houston Texans on the offside. They do. He's going to take that shot deep. He's got it. Down to the 10, down to the 6. First down, Sammy Watkins. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and call this one like everybody else thinks. The Kansas City Chiefs are going to the AFC Championship game to play the Tennessee Titans. Elijah says, none of my predictions are right. First, the Saints lose to the Vikings. Then the Titans beat the Ravens. I definitely wasn't seeing the Saints loss. I'm a Tennessee Titans fan, so I was hoping to see a Titans win, and they did. They pulled it off. Play action pass here. Quick throw. Kelsey. Touchdown. Chiefs. No, I don't think that one was Kelsey. Nope, that wasn't Kelsey. That's the other tight end, Bell, who looks exactly like Kelsey. Just Beasted said, this is Andy's last year, so we got to win Super Bowl. You think he's going to retire after this year, Just Beasted? As always, guys, as you're coming in here, appreciate each and every single one of you. Hit that like button. It helps grow the stream. And if you haven't yet subscribed to the Coach Plays, consider joining the family, as we're having a lot of fun on this channel. Victor says, I'm wondering if there's going to be 100 points scored in this game. And very well, you could probably. Both of these defenses struggle. They really do. Houston Texans fans have just got to be beyond themselves right now. Brayton says, hashtag choke. Just Beast said yes. So he thinks Andy Reid, he thinks this is his last year. I would be a little bit shocked at that. I didn't really see Andy Reid retiring after this year. If you're more around the team, more around that media, maybe you would have more insight on that. Just from the outside looking in, I didn't think Andy Reid would be anywhere close to retiring. I thought he still had 5-10 more years left. But I don't know. We'll see. So 48-31, Kansas City jumps right back on top as we just went to 7:59. Whoever decided to subscribe to the channel, appreciate you very much. Spotlight Sports back in the house. He says, what the heck? I don't know, Spotlight Sports. This has been a horrible outing by the Houston Texans from the second quarter on. Music City guy, might as well call it, Coach. The Texans has. Oh, no, absolutely. I'm calling it. This is the Chiefs for sure. It will be the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Tennessee Titans in the AFC Championship game next weekend. And I think it's going to be a good game. I think the Tennessee Titans have a lot of challenges. And I think, here's the thing, guys. For the third consecutive week, I think everybody's going to pick the Kansas City Chiefs to win based off how they look so impressive coming back down from a 31-0 or a 24-0 deficit. But I think that's good for if you're a Tennessee Titans fan in this chat. I think it's good. I think as of right now, do you want the Tennessee Titans to start being the favorite? No. They're thriving as the underdog. So at this point, I think you want to continue to just ride that underdog type of mindset there. Just Beasted says, Brady, in my opinion, needs to die. A little harsh there by Just Beasted, but we'll leave that one there. Victor says, just think if the Titans could pull off a win. That means that they would have beaten them twice in 1 year. Oh, absolutely. And not only would it mean that, it means that they would beat the number 3 seed in the AFC, the number 1 seed in the AFC, and the number 2 seed in the AFC. There would be nothing that anyone could take away from the Titans if they pulled that off. Being on the road, 3 straight games, knocking off the top 3 teams in the AFC. You definitely couldn't take anything away from them at that point. Brayton says 79 points, and last year's Super Bowl was 13-3. Yep. The Carver family said so many points scored today. Yeah, if you're a betting man and you took the over, I don't know what it was, but I'm sure the over just won. So many points scored today. Just be said he cheats. Brayton is the GOAT. Hey, Brayton, don't pull that one away. If I could find a way to put it back, I don't know. Just Beasted's allowed to have his opinion. If he says he cheats, that's his opinion. And Brayton, so like, here's the thing, guys. Some people think Brady cheats. Some people think he doesn't. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. So Brayton, he's allowed to have his opinion. Let's let him have it. He said Brady needs to break a bone and retire. You're being a little ruthless right here, Just Beasted. Here's the thing. While I think people can hate Tom Brady and the Patriots, and I'm not a Patriots fan, as Deshaun Watson just checks it down for a gain of, well, he makes a good move there and gets a gain of about 7. I'm not a New England Patriots fan. I don't like them. I'm kind of glad to see them. No, you're good, Brayton. I'm kind of glad to see that kind of end, at least for 1 year. But you got to give them the respect. That's what I always tell people about Tom Brady. You're good, Just Beasted. I'll never root for Tom Brady, but I respect him, and I'll be the first one to tell you I think he is the GOAT. 6 Super Bowls and 9 Super Bowl appearances. I mean, no one's probably ever going to do that. Deshaun Watson looking down the field will now take a shot down to the middle of the field. That one's Hopkins, and that is good for another first down. They're going to have to get this one up moving. But yeah, like say, I mean, you can decide not to root for someone, but you're always got your own opinion. But I would just always say respect what someone has done. That's the way I look at it. The Coach K says, with great power comes great responsibility. He says, don't apologize, or you are entitled to your opinion. Absolutely. The guy I like from the Patriots is Julian Edelman. That's what Just Beast said. And Julian Edelman got arrested today for vandalism. I think he was drunk and he stood on top of a car somewhere. And so they arrested him for vandalism today. Breaking reports there that morning, if you haven't yet seen that. He's the only guy I like from him. That's what Just Beast has said. Julian Edelman is a ball player. That's for sure. So 2nd and 4 for the Houston Texans. This clock is ticking down, approaching 12 minutes left to go. 48-31. Houston Texans was up 24-0 in this game. Sean Watson under center. Play action pass. Looking, throwing deep down the field. This one's intended for Hopkins in the end zone and almost intercepted by Tyrann Mathieu. How did he not pick that one off? I have no idea. Braden says this year we had no talent and he got us 12 wins. Yeah, I mean, the Patriots definitely, I think they're down in talent. I think not having a Gronk has really hurt them. But I wouldn't just put it all on Tom Brady that he got you 12 wins, because I think that defense pretty legit, Brayton. I think that defense had a lot of success, especially early on. I think they had a lot of reasoning for winning a lot of games, because I definitely think Brady's starting to lose a step. He's still a really good quarterback, great quarterback, but that defense was pretty good this year. Just Beast said, plus Julian's my name. So, yeah, guys, we're up to 759 subscribers. Whoever just decided to get us up to 759, appreciate you very much. And who knows, maybe we'll hit that 760 mark in this stream. 4th and 4 for the Houston Texans. And Houston Texans are going to call a timeout to go for this. Why did you have to call a timeout right there? That's what I don't understand. You should have known that you was going for it. Now you just wasted a timeout. Braden says, well, our defense and Bill. Yeah, of course. You gotta include Bill Belichick in there. Still one of the greatest coaches ever. So 4th and 4, Houston Texans 31, Kansas City 48. Houston Texans need a lot of points in a hurry. Trey to the right, Twins to the left, empty formation here. Deshaun Watson looking, will now flush out. Still looking, will now throw down the field. This one's way high, almost intercepted, but it is incomplete. And Deshaun Watson has not looked good today, guys. Which is ultimately why I wanted the Tennessee Titans to play the Houston Texans next week. Just because I felt like you could make Deshaun Watson more uncomfortable than how you could Patrick Mahomes. Julian Edelman is in the slammer. We'll show that one since you actually didn't say the word. Just Pizza said he's going to talk a lot of crap if his Chiefs win the Super Bowl. Which, I mean, here's the thing. If they win the Super Bowl, then, you got the bragging rights. That's what it's all about. You got the bragging rights. You're able to, be excited about your team if they win the whole thing. Just try to keep it, at a good level. Try to keep it nice and clean, man. But yeah, if your team wins the Super Bowl, you got the bragging rights for that year. So 2nd and 4 for the Kansas City Chiefs. At what point do you start to say, you know what, we need to put Patrick Mahomes on the bench and rest him up? Handoff, Damian Williams gets to the 50, 45, 40. Will now get out at about the 39. Victor says, yeah, the Chiefs are going to have to be the favorite, no doubt, especially after this shellacking. I mean, I agree. You go down 24-0, and then you just put up this many points and just continue to truck along. 22 of 33 for 316 yards for Patrick Mahomes, 5 touchdowns, 0 picks. Watson's had a decent game also, 2 touchdowns, 0 picks, 22. It's somewhere close around that. So yeah, I mean, the Chiefs have definitely taken advantage of a lot of miscues by the Texans. Pitch to Damian Williams, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. gets all the way down to about the 13-yard line before he gets pushed out. And the bleeding is not stopping for the Houston Texans. Brayton says I would sit him now, and I agree. They're probably just handing it off, but you've seen some crazier stuff happen. Wavy says still going strong, huh? We had some connection issues there for a while, Wavy. I had to hop off and make a couple corrections and then get back at it. But yeah, we're going back strong now. Just Beats says Mahomes is the GOAT. He might be the GOAT this year. Here's a jet sweep to Tyreek Hill, 15, gets pushed out at about the 10. I definitely think at least if they score here, you better start sitting your guys, because you don't want to see, if you're a Chiefs fan, you don't want to see a Tyreek Hill or a Travis Kelce pull up with a hammy here at the end of a game that's pretty well over. Brayton says, like Tua. Do you like Tua? Is that what you're saying? Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, like Tua Tagovailoa, the Alabama Crimson Tide, was up in a game that they definitely could have started sitting their players, and then Tua Tagovailoa gets hurt, and then he's out for the year. Absolutely. You got to be thinking about those things. And here's a pass, quick one off to Williams, and that one's dangerously batted up in the air by J.J. Watt. He could have grabbed that one, and he could have took it as far as he could have. Really good play there by J.J. Watt. It's still actually surprising to me that J.J. Watt's he's even playing in this game. So here we go. Mahomes, 5-step drop, will now screen it to Damian Williams. Reverses field, 10, gets to about the 6, and that's where he will be down. So the Texans are going to hold him to a field goal, but the job has already been done by the Kansas City Chiefs, milking the clock and continuing to put up points as a Patrick Mahomes with a big smile on his face is really feeling himself right now. This was a Kansas City Chiefs team and a Kansas City Chiefs stadium that was extremely quiet after the Texans was able to get up 24-0 on them. But then after some miscues by the Texans, Chiefs able to take advantage, and now it looks like there is not one person sitting in the stadium right now. Everybody's on their feet and excited about their Kansas City Chiefs just a few more minutes away from reaching the AFC Championship game. The other Coach K says, Watt is a tough guy who works hard. Absolutely. Wavy Austin says, imagine if the Titans win this Super Bowl. It'd be great for the city of Nashville, man. This place will be bumping, that's for sure. Victor says 51 points alone for the Kansas City Chiefs. So, yeah, that's where we're at right now. We got 22 viewers, 15 likes. If you haven't smashed that like button, please, let's at least get back up to 20 likes in this stream. And also, if you haven't yet subscribed to the Coach Plays, consider doing so, guys. Consider doing so. Wavy Austin says, hashtag Titans win Super Bowl 2020. He's rooting for the Tennessee Titans. I think we're going to be in for one heck of an AFC Championship game between the Tennessee Titans and the Kansas City Chiefs. And the Houston Texans, after today, is more than likely just going to go home and soak in what has been one of the biggest choke jobs probably in the history of the NFL. Yeah, Wavy Austin says I'm a Tennessean. We've got a few Tennessee boys in the chat today, and always, so it's always good to see. So let's just kind of Just Beast says should have been Chiefs versus Packers Super Bowl I rematch. That's still a possibility. Still a real possibility that you could see the Chiefs versus Packers in the Super Bowl. Yep, Super Bowl 51. So the only hope right now, which is really not much hope at all for the Houston Texans, they have to put up points fast and in a hurry, and they have to get multiple onside kicks. Is that going to happen? Heck no, it ain't going to happen, guys. Sorry if you're a Kansas City Chiefs fan or a Houston Texans fan in here, but you had your shot, and your team just blew it. It's been a tough one to watch, too. It's been cringing. At the end of the day, I'm not a Houston Texans fan because they're an AFC South opponent. I really didn't want to see them make it to the AFC Championship game, but I thought it would have been better for the Titans. But this one's been really bad to watch, to just continue to see the Houston Texans make their mistakes after being up 24-0 and to not let the bleeding stop. It's been bad. Made in the USA is in the house. She said, I'm an Eagles fan and would like to see Andy Reid win a Super Bowl. Well, Made in the USA, I appreciate you being here. Just noticed we got up to 760 subscribers. If that was you, I appreciate you very much. And I am a fan of Andy Reid. I always liked Andy Reid, and I thought the Eagles should have never got rid of Andy Reid. Now, it all worked out for the Eagles. They ended up getting their Super Bowl championship. But I think Andy Reid's he's a heck of a ball coach, and I think he's good for the NFL. And unfortunately, I'm a Titans fan, so I really wouldn't want to see Andy Reid win the Super Bowl or be in the Super Bowl this year, because that means he would have to beat the Titans. I wouldn't mind seeing him win the Super Bowl if that's what it has to be, because I've got a lot of respect for Andy Reid. Deshaun Watson flushes out of the pocket to the right, still keeping his eyes downfield, picks up a block, gets to the 30, and will get now pushed out of bounds at about the 32. But yeah, guys, appreciate each and every single one of you who decided to subscribe to the Coach Plays. We are now at 760, hashtag road to 1K, as we are working our way there. Empty formation here. Watson looks. Quick little drag route there to Kenny Stills, and that one's incomplete. The Raiders suck so bad, California don't even want them. Tell you, the Raiders fans want them, but Oakland just did not step up to the plate, and which is why they're going to Las Vegas. And boy, they're going to have a incredible stadium. 4th and 3. Houston Texans going for it because, let's face it, they have to. They made a deal with Las Vegas 3 years ago, 49ers of the team now. So here we go. Deshaun Watson looks, dumps it off to the back. He will get the first down and a few more yards than that. So here we go. Trips to the bottom of your screen. Single receiver to the right. Deshaun Watson, 3-step drop, hitches up, throws down the field. There's a post to the tight end, and this one's high. And Deshaun Watson, he's been high a lot. Ray's in the house. What's up, Ray? Appreciate you joining the stream. He says, go 49ers. Hey, Ray, the 49ers looked really good against the Minnesota Vikings. I told some people that I thought the Minnesota Vikings could shock some people and play a really good game and maybe come away with the upset. No, 49ers wasn't having it, and they look really good right now. So appreciate you being in the stream. Hit that like button, Ray. Thank you very much. He says, go 49ers. They have looked good all year. Well, Victor says, well, one thing we know after the 49ers shut out Minnesota in the second half is that their defense is much superior than Houston's. Absolutely. Deshaun Watson's just going to kind of throw this one up, and it's well overthrown. Deshaun Watson very uncomfortable right now. There is a flag. I think this one might be holding on Kansas City. We'll see. They're getting pass interference on the defense. Tyrann Mathieu got beat by Fuller there, and he is tugging on the jersey, as that one is the reason why that one was not catchable. First and 10, Kansas City Chiefs 51, Houston 31. Houston 7 penalties for 87 yards, and you tack on those mistakes, just not been good. Trips bunch to the right, single receiver to the left. Watson takes a snap, drops back, looks, steps up in the pocket, now flushes out to the right, will now check it down to his tight end, and he just drops it. This has been really bad to watch. If you're a Houston Texans fan, you're disgusted right now because little moments like that, just a nice easy check down to the tight end, who at least would have got you 7 yards, and just flat out drop it. It's bad. You like to see the leadership there of Deshaun Watson, pat him on his head, get him back in the huddle. Deshaun Watson is not quitting, that's for sure. The future's still bright for the Houston Texans, but it's been some bad coaching, and at some point, you're going to start to hear people talk about the coaching in Houston and if they need to go a different direction. Empty formation here. Deshaun Watson steps up, patient, flushes out. Now tries to run out of the pocket, and he's going to be brought down for a sack. Third and 11 for now the Houston Texans. O'Daniel in on the sack, number 44, outside linebacker for the Kansas City Chiefs. 26 people in the box, 18 likes. Hit that like button, guys. Let's see if we can at least get to 25 likes before this stream is over. And if you haven't yet subscribed to the Coach Plays, as always, please consider doing so. Joining the family. We're having a lot of fun. We do a lot of live watch-alongs, and we also play some games as well, guys. Trips bunch to the right, single receiver to the left. Back is offset left. Watson looks. Looking deep. We'll now just have to check it down for a drag route underneath to Fails. And he'll get a couple more yards after the catch, and it will bring up a 4th and 3. Even if this drive continues and they end up scoring, the Houston Texans have taken way too much time just dinking and dunking it. The Chiefs have played very soft defense, not trying to make sure that they get beat deep. And the Chiefs are doing exactly what they want right now, is just letting the Texans have everything underneath and continue to chew that clock. Kansas City 51, Houston 31. 4th and 2 for the Texans. 5 minutes remain. Trips bunch to the right. Watson looks, steps up, flushes out to the right. Keep his eyes down the field. Will now throw this one way high to Deshaun Watson, and it's incomplete. It's a bad throw. He has thrown a lot of throws high. The Chiefs will take this one over on down, and I think they're going to try to now just bleed this clock out, as that one's going to do it for this game. Still 4 minutes and change left in this game. 4:53 left in this game. Chiefs fans are happy. They are chanting. Texans fans got to be extremely frustrated. Chiefs still got starters in, which just, to me, baffles. But I guess they're wanting to just make sure that they kick off the rust going into the AFC Championship game next week. The other Coach K says, dang, Texans is trending on Twitter in Texas, and Bill O'Brien is treading on Twitter nationally. Are you saying that people in Texas are wanting his head? Is the Texans fan base done with Bill O'Brien? Because I made the statement on Butcher's Block show just a couple days ago that I said if the Texans got beat by the Bills, which they should have, if they got beat by the Bills, that I thought Bill O'Brien would have been on the hot seat and could have been fired. After this debacle, Damian Williams, huge loss here. But after this debacle, is it over for Bill O'Brien? How quickly does that one end? Appreciate you, Carver family. He says, great stream. A little frustrating moment there halfway through, but stuck out and found a way to kind of finish this one at least. As always, guys, if you don't have the Carver family, please go over to his channel, hit that red button, and comment on a video. He's my brother. He's got another great YouTube channel. Go make sure you've got him locked down and subscribed. If you're a supporter of the Coach Plays, then you need to support the Carver family. Pitch to Damian Williams. He will get to the line of scrimmage, and that will do it for there. Brayton says game definitely is. The other Coach K says the Oilers are also trending. I don't see the Tennessee Titans wearing Houston Oilers jerseys. I just don't see that. Oh, well, that's if they even played the Texans. Yeah, you got to think. It kind of dates back to the Houston Oilers had that huge debacle years ago in the playoffs against the Buffalo Bills. Houston Oilers had the Bills dead to right, and then the Bills come back and beat them. The other Coach K says, miss those Houston Oilers. Hashtag tighten up. So the Chiefs are going to have to punt. Didn't take too much time off the clock. Feel like we're just, at this point, pushing back the inevitable. We got 19 likes. Looking for one more like to get to at least 20. This punt is up and away and will be fielded at the 5 by the punt team. So they're going to have this ball at the 5. So, for anyone who's in the chat, AFC Championship game is going to be the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Tennessee Titans. We've got a week to talk about this game. We got a week to let it digest. What's your thoughts about it right now? Chiefs versus Titans. What's your early thoughts when we talk about going into that game? What's the keys of it? Who do you think has an upper advantage? Who do you think will win? We can go ahead and have that discussion for this last 4 minutes of this game, as the Texans will get a gain of about 9 there. Victor says, Big Earl Campbell. I used to love watching him run. Poor guy is hobbling around now. He's hobbling around because he used to run physical, and he took a beating, but he also gave a beating to anyone who ever wanted to tackle him. I've seen the old highlights. Wasn't able to watch them, but I seen the old highlights, and he's good, man. Way better than good. People didn't want to tackle Earl Campbell. You got to love the old highlights of him running over people and the jersey ripping off of them. Jaquil says Titans win. Jaquil thinks that the Tennessee Titans are going to win that game. Brayton says Chiefs because Mahomes is going to have a chip on his shoulder. He definitely has played today with a chip on his shoulder, hasn't he, Brayton? He just plays with a lot of just passion. But the big question is, how does that Tennessee Titans run offense compare to the Chiefs. And the Tennessee Titans are going to try to shorten the game up. The Tennessee Titans are not going to try to get in a shootout with the Kansas City Chiefs. So it will definitely be interesting to see how that one shakes up. Deshaun Watson, 3-step drop, now steps up in the pocket and will just try to check it down to a running back again, and that's incomplete. It's been tough to really watch Deshaun Watson. Appreciate anyone whoever just got me to 20 likes in this second half stream, as we had to end one stream and then start another. That's the world of a live stream for you. You just never quite know. 2nd and 10 for the Houston Texans as Andy Reid in his 27th playoff game as a head coach, 4th all time, is just a couple minutes away from another AFC Championship appearance for him. There's a good throw to Fuller down the sidelines, and that will be completed for a first down around midfield. Carpy Chris says, how's the game going, Coach? Houston Texans up 24-0 on this game, and then the Kansas City Chiefs had about 31 unanswered points after that. And then before you know it, we are at Kansas City Chiefs 51, Houston Texans 31, with a horrible choking job by the Houston Texans. Another check down here route for Deshaun Watson, as it will only get him a gain of about 1. Victor's Brayton says, to be honest, it depends on who wants it the most. Yeah, I think it's going to turn out to be a really good game, to be honest. Yeah, I think it will be a lot closer than what this one showed. Victor says, slow play run for the Titans. That's their only hope. Yeah, I mean, they're going to have to continue to ride what got them there. That's Derrick Henry, and that's play-action pass of Tannehill. And Derrick Henry, you're going to need him to carry the ball about 30 times. If he carries the ball about 30 times, then it's going to slow the game down. I think slowing the game down is what the Tennessee Titans need. And it keeps Mahomes off the field. That's the big thing, is finding ways to keep him off the field. As Deshaun will get another completion to Kuti here, and we'll get another first down. The other Coach K says, how do you like the Titans' connection to the Oilers? We are a hot team playing with a lot of confidence. KC will be talked about all week, and Mike Vrabel wouldn't want it any other way. Absolutely. I mean, the Tennessee Titans have been an underdog since week 6. So I don't want the Tennessee Titans in any other position than to be an underdog. Archer's in the house. Appreciate you very much, Archer, for joining the stream. Doing good. How are you, my man? Servant says, Carpy, big thumbs up. Another completion here to Fails will get a gain of about 8. That one might get us to the 2-minute warning. Music City Guy says, Titans going to have to keep Chiefs track stars in front of them. Absolutely, and they just need to find a way to keep that offense off the field as much as possible. Victor says Derrick Henry's a stud. Absolutely, he's playing legit. Here's a dump down to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, all the way down to the 7. That will officially get us to the 2-minute warning, as the Texans are knocking on the door of scoring a touchdown, but it is too little, too late. Archer says, how's it going so far on here? He says he's doing good, bro. Also great to see you. It's great to see you, Arthur. Appreciate you very much for hopping in here, joining the stream. We kind of had some issues around halftime. The stream, whether it was OBS or an internet, kind of went out on us, so we had to stop the stream for a little bit momentarily, and then about halfway through the third, towards the end, finally got the stream back up after we had to start a new one. So, a little hectic, but we got through it, and we've been able to have another great stream, watch along of another divisional round. Guys, don't forget Packers versus Seahawks tonight. I'm sure there's going to be some other great channels doing a live watch along of that, so check some people out. And as always, I am, to reminder, going to be having the National Championship live watch along tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that. Hopefully we have no issues for that. I definitely don't want any issues for that. And when that stream starts, or when I start sending it out on Twitter, if you don't have my Twitter, by the way, at the Coach Plays White Tee, YT. That's going to be how you keep up with everything the coach plays and when I'm about to go live and do things like that. So when I get it out there on Twitter and when I get it, or when the live stream starts, let's really share that stream out. Let's really share the national championship. I would love to see a chat that's just completely going crazy with reacting to every single play and reacting to everybody. So I'm looking forward to a great stream tomorrow. The Carver family says, "Hey Arthur, hope you're doing good." Jaquil says, "Chiefs have to stop Derrick Henry, then they have a shot." Yep, I mean absolutely. That's gonna be the game plan for sure for the Kansas City Chiefs. Is how do you slow down Derrick Henry? Because he's probably playing better than anybody else in the league right now. 2 minutes left, under 2 minutes left in this game, as the Houston Texans knocking on the door to score a touchdown here. 51-31 is the score. No timeouts for the Texans. They're going to have to score here, get an onside kick, score again, get an onside kick, score again. You catch my drift. More likely not going to happen. 7 seconds left on the play clock. 5 seconds, 4, 3. He does get the snap off. Looking, Deshaun Watson still looking, flushes out to the left. 10. Will now fire to the front pylon of the end zone, but it will be incomplete as Johnson could not quite haul that one in. The receivers for the Houston Texans have not done Deshaun Watson any favors by any mean. They really haven't. Just absolutely should have caught that one and went right through his hands. So here we go. Twins to the right, twins to the left. Back is offset to the right. Chiefs showing blitz. They back out of it. Only send 3. We'll throw this one up for grabs to DeAndre Hopkins. A lot of contact there. No call. Brings up 3rd and goal. 1 minute, 43 seconds. This one's taking forever. This is like a bad show that just won't end, guys. If you're a Kansas City Chiefs fan, you're loving it right now. If you're a Houston Texans fan, you might already have it off, to be honest. This is a bad pill to swallow for Houston Texans fans. And the Houston Texans sports media down there will probably go crazy for the rest of the week. Pro left, twins right. Gets the snap off. Quick slant, and that one's behind him and incomplete. This will bring up 4th and goal. The other Coach K says, just think about being in Arrowhead today, going from loud to complete silence to erupting. Absolutely. They were extremely loud to start this game. They were pumped. They were ready. And then because also with the Ravens losing, they know that they're going to be able to, going into this game, that a win gets them another home playoff game, that they will be able to host the AFC Championship game. And then the Texans going up 24-0 just shot them. Absolutely no one else was talking. Watson flushes out to the right. He's under pressure, and he is sacked. He is sacked, and that is how this one's going to end, as the Chiefs will come out here and just start taking some knees. But yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, it's been a huge whirlwinds for Kansas City Chiefs fans when it comes to how this game went back and forth. So it will shape up for a very interesting AFC Championship game. You'll get your Ryan Tannehill versus Patrick Mahomes, Derrick Henry, Damian Williams. It's going to be interesting to see how the game plans shape up for both sides of those teams, as there's your first knee of just a couple more, and that will wrap it up. Mahomes getting the crowd into it. He's feeling good. Kansas City Chiefs are now the first team to win by 20 after trailing by 20. Bad loss for the Houston Texans. They're going to have to take one more knee after this one. That will only get it to 50, so they'll have to take one more knee once it hits the 40. And then after that knee, we'll do our signing off. Guys, I appreciate each and every single one of you who have joined the stream. Appreciate each and every single one of you who elected to like it. That always helps us out. And especially any of you who just decided to subscribe to the Coach Plays, welcome to the family. Welcome to the show. We enjoy having you. As always, guys, I just appreciate each and every single one of you who just come in here, chat it up, react to a game. It's been fun, guys. The AFC Championship game is set. It's going to be the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Tennessee Titans at Arrowhead next weekend. There's going to be a good game that's about to be played between the Packers and the Seahawks. It's been fun, guys. So, don't forget, tomorrow night, National Championship, live watch along. Be there and let's react to every single play. And also, Tuesday night, if you haven't yet entered for the giveaway, go to one of my videos. It's called 500 subscriber giveaway. All you got to do to enter is comment on that video. And Tuesday, we will have a short stream giving away a Coach Plays YouTube hoodie. So, guys, appreciate you being here. And until next time, peace.